It's time to learn your first guitar chord. Hey there, I'm Owen Vickers from Guitar Mastery Method. We have taught tens of thousands of guitarists all around the world just like you how to improve your guitar playing. The chord that we're going to learn today is called an E minor chord. The E minor chord is a really good chord to get started with because you're playing all the strings, so you don't have to worry about which strings you're hitting with your strumming hand, and we're only using 2 fingers on our fretting hand to hold down the notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our middle finger, put it just behind the 2nd fret on the 5th string, so right here. Then we'll take our 3rd finger and put it right underneath behind the 2nd fret on the 4th string. So we're just holding down those 2 fingers, middle and ring finger, at the 2nd fret on the 5th and the 4th strings. And then we're going to strum across all the strings with our strumming hand. Now you might be asking, why are we using these 2 middle fingers? Why can't we use our 1st and 2nd, or our 3rd and our little finger, or any other combination? Well, the reason will become more clear as you learn more chords and you need to change between them, especially if you're going from an E minor to an E major, we're putting down a different finger, or just swapping to other chords. You'll just find in the long run that using those 2 fingers will be the best for this particular chord. Now, one thing I want to point out is where your thumb is going to go. Now, in the back of the neck is where you want it to be, so not coming over the top of the neck and not too far down the back of the neck, just right in the middle there, or just slightly above middle. If you're finding that you're having a little bit of trouble getting those notes to sound out clearly, maybe they're not sounding out at all, or quite muted, or they're buzzing, just check where your fingers are in relation to the fret. It should be right behind the fret, not sitting on top of the fret or too far back from the fret. And I'll put a link in the description box to a video showing you the best place to put your fingers to make all the notes ring out clearly. Now this chord uses a lot of open strings, so strings that you're not holding down a note behind the fret. What you need to make sure is that these fingers that are sitting on the frets don't accidentally hit any of these other strings, because it's going to deaden them out and just make them sound bad. So just practice getting all those notes to sing out individually. And if they are deadening out, just check the position of your fingers. Make sure that no part of your finger that you're holding down behind the fret is touching any of the other strings next to it. If it is, you could be just bringing your elbow or your wrist up a little bit too high. So just remember, bring that thumb down to the middle of the neck and get those notes to sing out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're playing your first chord, that E minor chord now. If you could just go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, you'll get notified of all of our new lessons coming out. Do you want to find out your #1 guitar progress killer? Click the link in the description box down below and you'll be taken to our website where you can take a 30-second quiz which will find and fix the biggest roadblock to your guitar playing. See you in the next lesson.